Coming on to rule 10 now. 10 is TSS. So traffic separation scheme की बातें अब हो रही हैं. So the first line says this rule applies to TSS adopted by the organization. Organization matlab IMO. And does not relieve any vessel of the obligation under any other rule. So what is the meaning of this? That means the TSS should be adopted by the IMO. That means it should not be a country specific IMO TSS. The country ने अपने आप ही बना ली अपनी this thing. They have to inform the IMO. And when it comes in the Admiralty notice to mariner, then it gets adopted. A vessel using a TSS shall proceed in the appropriate traffic lane in the general direction of the traffic flow for that lane. So this is TSS, the separation zone. This is outer limit. This is the general direction. This. So सबसे पहले कहता है कि अपनी अपनी lanes में follow करेंगे. फिर कहता है shall so far as practicable keep clear of a TSL, TSZ. Means this is a TSL, TSL, Z. I should keep clear of the TSL and the TSZ. Normally join or leave a traffic lane at the termination of the lane, but when joining or leaving, shall do so at as small an angle to the general direction of traffic flow as is practical. Okay, क्या मतलब है इसका? That means अगर मैं इसको ज्वाइन कर रहा हूं तो मैं ऐसे ज्वाइन करूंगा या ऐसे ज्वाइन करूंगा. This is allowed, but this is not allowed. This is not allowed. Or coming like this, not allowed. This is the meaning of. Similarly, if I'm leaving, I will leave like this. This is not allowed. Okay, this is a very common sight when you are leaving Singapore Straits and you've got Horsburgh over here on the east side. So you've got Horsburgh light here. This is Horsburgh lighthouse, and you are bound for the Palawan Passage and for the eastbound Philippines and all this area, Indonesia. You have to immediately take a 90-degree turn. And you've got a crisscrossing traffic over here. A lot of traffic. It's a very common sight. So many ships try to take this shortcut and take a 90-degree turn here. This is wrong. You're supposed to go straight for a couple of miles, then alter. Because there is incoming traffic here. So you will be cutting into them if you do that. Because there are guys who are wanting to join also. So you have to take care of this part. This is the meaning of 10 Bravo. 10 Charlie. A vessel shall so far as practicable avoid crossing traffic lanes, but if obliged to do so, shall cross on a heading nearly as practicable at right angles to the general direction of traffic flow. So that means अगर कोई vessel cross करेगा तो वो 90 degrees पे करेगा. He can cross like this. This is allowed. But this is not allowed. This is not allowed. Similarly, this is not allowed. The heading is important. So a very common question which is asked is, supposing the current is setting south 5 knots and you have to cross from east to west. What should be your heading? If you have to
085.
Yes, sir.
current is
085. 085, sir.
No, sir, perpendicular only.
See, this
Sir,
is what you have
heading
to,
should always be perpendicular.
बस यही important है. यही important point है. Heading should always be perpendicular. It does not matter current कैसा भी होने दो. You're not going to make good and try to counter the current and things like that. No. अगर ऐसा होने लग गया तो मतलब इमेजिन करो मैं ऐसे जा रहा हूँ और ये जहाज ऐसे आ रहा है, ये अपने काउंटर करता हुआ आ रहा है. Get the point? Vessel should always be perpendicular, period, perspective independent of the current and leeway. Is this okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So it is possible that this vessel, while going like this, could be making good like this. That is possible. But उसकी heading 90 degree रहेगी, वो important है. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. 10 delta. A vessel shall not use an inshore traffic zone when she can safely use the appropriate traffic lane within the adjacent traffic separation scheme. However, vessels less than 20 meters, sailing vessels, and engaged in fishing may use the inshore traffic zone. I'll repeat this. A vessel shall not use an inshore traffic zone when she can safely use the appropriate traffic lane. However, vessels of less than 20 meters in length, sailing vessels, and vessels engaged in fishing may use the inshore traffic zone. So ये तीन जहाज यहाँ पे अंदर में आ सकते हैं. Fishing, sailing, length less than 20. Notwithstanding subparagraph D1, a vessel may use an inshore traffic zone when en route or to or from an offshore installation or structure, pilot station, or any other place within the inshore traffic zone to avoid immediate danger. So when can a vessel go inside this? Only when she is in immediate danger. Immediate danger. Please remember the word. A vessel other than a crossing vessel or a vessel joining or leaving a lane shall not normally enter a traffic separation zone or cross a separation line, except in cases of emergency, to avoid immediate danger, or to engage in fishing. So if I am like this, can I go like this and into this inshore traffic zone or to the separation zone? Let's try to understand this. So I've got this is this thing. This is my vessel. Vessel A, powdered vessel. There is a vessel which is bothering me. So can I go here? Can I go like this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Cannot. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. Why? Because this area is meant for vessels less than 20 meters in length, sailing vessel, fishing vessel. It's meant for them. So I can't go here. I can't go here. Similarly, I can't go into the traffic separation zone, TSZ. So basically, I can't cross the TSL. I can't get into the TSZ because these areas are designated. This area is also designated for length less than 20, sailing and fishing. Similarly, inshore traffic zone is also designated for them. So I can't get there. That is not my area. Is this line clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next, vessel navigating in or near areas near the termination of traffic separation scheme shall do so with particular caution. So when I am over here in this area, I shall navigate with particular caution. That means I should be extra alert because this is an area of termination of TSS. Similarly, this area is also termination of TSS. So I have to be particularly alert over here. I must navigate with particular caution because I know that over here there'll be lots of vessels crisscrossing and coming inside. So I must be very careful. Okay. Next, he says, a vessel shall, so far as practicable, avoid anchoring in a TSS or near the termination. So I am not allowed to drop anchor anywhere inside. No way. Hotel. A vessel not using a TSS shall avoid it by as wide a margin as is practicable. If I'm not using the TSS, I should be going very far away. A vessel engaged in fishing shall not impede. Okay, now we are coming into, okay. So I have a vessel and there is vessel B. So it says vessel engaged in fishing, so length less than 20 meters, fishing and sailing. She will not impede my passage. So for this vessel, I will maintain my course and speed. So for Bravo, action by A will be maintain course and speed, 5 short and rapid blasts, reduce speed, inform VTIS. Very standard. So same जो narrow channel में चल रहा था, similar story. For Bravo, action by A. Bravo क्या करेगा? Bravo will stop main engine, duty not to impede as per rule 10. Duty not to impede as per rule 10. So Kilo. Vessel restricted in ability to maneuver when engaged in an operation for the maintenance of safety of navigation in a traffic separation scheme is exempted from complying with this rule to the extent necessary to carry out the operation. So if she is a ram and she is doing the maintenance of navigation in TSS, then she is exempted. Similarly, a ram, when engaged in an operation for laying, servicing, or picking up a submarine cable within a TSS, is exempted. So only these two rams are exempted. That means if there is a vessel Charlie and she is a ram, okay, or when she is engaged in the maintenance of activities, safety of navigation, then who will take action? Bolo?
Sir,
Alpha. Absolutely right. Alpha will take action. All right. But she is a normal ram other than that. That means she is in mine clearance or she is towing. That's such that she is a ram. Now, who's going to take action?
all.
She
Then
will.
Alpha will keep her course.
Alpha will keep her course. Similarly, if this is a NUC, now
Alpha will take action.
Will maintain course and speed.
Alpha will maintain course and speed as per which rule?
So rule 10.
Think again. As per rule number 18, except 9, 10, and 13 otherwise require. Except 9, 10, and 13 otherwise require. That means 9, 10, and 13 is greater than rule 18. Do you get that? So for Charlie also, for Bravo and Charlie, action will be the same. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Same action. Please. So even if it is for Charlie, RAM or NUC, still I'll sound my 5 short and rapid blasts because she is supposed to take action. Why? Except 9, 10 and 13 otherwise require. Rule 18 ka first line says so. That's why. Okay. Supposing this is vessel Delta and she's a power driven vessel.
Repeat करना है, internet glitch कर रहा हूँ.
I'm talking about Alpha for Delta. Delta is a power driven vessel. Alpha is also a power driven vessel. Normal steering and sailing rules will apply. Delta is supposed to avoid, but in case risk of collision exists, the first line of 10 alpha says it does not relieve any vessel of any obligation under any other rule. That means rule number 15, 16, 17 will apply. Rule number 15, 16, 17 applies. Okay. So, as per that, what will you do now? A. You've got the other vessel on your starboard side. So, what will be the action by A?
Sir,
reduce.
to reduce the speed and to keep as far as possible to the starboard side of the lane.
That's it. So you can't alter basically. You can't alter. So what will you do? You will only reduce speed. That's it. If necessary, stop engine. This is what you'll do. What will delta do? Delta will avoid crossing the passage of alpha. She has to avoid. So she will also reduce her speed. She should have delta should avoid crossing. She should avoid crossing a traffic lane. Uh, as per Del 10 Charlie, a vessel shall, so far as practicable, avoid crossing traffic lane. But if obliged to do so, shall cross an heading. So she should avoid crossing traffic lane. समझ में आया? So what will you do on delta? Stop engine. If you were on delta. But if you're on alpha, you will reduce speed. No alteration of course in any case. So now, if you have a vessel Echo and she's a PD vessel on the port bow. So for Echo, what will be your action?
To maintain course.
Correct. Absolutely right. बिल्कुल ठीक. And for Echo, also the same. So for Bravo, Charlie, and Echo, your action is going to be the same. You're going to maintain your course and speed. 5 short and rapid blasts, reduce speed, inform VTS. ये समझ में आया ये सारी चीजें जो हम कर रहे हैं?
Yes, sir.
So for Bravo, Charlie, and Echo, इन तीनों के लिए मेरा एक्शन मेंटेन कोर्स एंड स्पीड है. डेल्टा के लिए however my action changes because crossing rule applies. 15, 16, 17 applies. So as per that, I become a give way. For Echo, I am a stand on as per 15, 16, 17. But for Delta, I have a give way. So I have to reduce speed.
सर
Delta
अगर
और
हम डेल्टा
हाँ जी
सॉरी सर अगर हम डेल्टा के लिए अपनी स्पीड रिड्यूस कर रहे हैं और
हम्म,
डेल्टा भी अगर अपनी स्पीड रिड्यूस कर रहा है इसमें तो गिव वे वैसे तो हम ही है ना सर अल्फा में
हाँ
तो हमें स्टर्न
हमें
पास करना चाहिए उसमें या उसे हमारा स्टर्न पास करना चाहिए
नहीं. I am reducing speed. He is going to avoid crossing ahead of me. I have to मेरे को तो I have to reduce my speed. That is what I am doing. He will stop
ओके सर
engine. Eventually, he will stop engine and I will pass ahead of him. That is eventually what's going to happen. But basically, at this point in time, when the crossing is going to happen, that time the speed should be less. It cannot be that I am going at 14 full ahead at 15 knots. वो नहीं होना
यस
चाहिए.
सर मतलब हमारा एक्शन खाली स्पीड रिड्यूस करना है वो उसकी हेडेक है वो कैसे पास करेगा
Absolutely right.
ओके सर
So is rule 10 okay with everybody? Is rule 10 okay with everybody?
Yes, sir.
So can I go into the TSL? Can I go into the TSL? सो एक बड़ा स्टैंडर्ड हमेशा क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है, लेट मी पोज दैट. सो basically there is a situation and this is my vessel Alpha, and this is a vessel Bravo, PD vessel. And well, Alpha is supposed to take action. Alpha does not take any action. So Bravo also does not take any action. And risk of collision exists. When risk of collision exists, can Alpha, and collision is happening, can Alpha enter into the separation zone and drop her anchor? Hanji, any ideas?
अगर immediate
Yes, sir.
danger है तो जा सकते.
So the question is, does this comply? Basically, दो conditions हैं when Alpha can enter into a separation zone. So one is to avoid immediate in case of emergency. To avoid immediate danger. And second is to engage in fishing. So obviously point number 2 मेरे को apply नहीं करता है. तो question is, am I in immediate danger? That's the question. And therefore, if that be the case, so can I just go like this also? Hanji, any guesses?
सर अगर collision prominent है कि हो ही जाएगा तो zone में जा सकते हैं maybe.
So now you think logically. Imagine you are in Singapore Straits, okay? Imagine how many 10,000 vessels around you. Imagine कितने वहाँ पे ट्रैफिक starboard से port करता रहता है क्रॉस TSS में. You would have seen that. तो क्या सारे जहाज इधर जाते हैं TSL में? Do they go? या SZ में घुसते हैं TSZ में? Have you seen them going? Anybody?
सर जोन में जाते तो देखा खुद का ही वैसे था.
ओके चलो TSL क्रॉस करते हुए देखा है?
नहीं सर.
क्यों नहीं? अगर ऐसा होने लग जाए तो सिंगापुर में हर जहाज जो है वो TSL को क्रॉस करेगा. Every vessel. So this for the purpose of collision avoidance is not considered as immediate danger. Is not, because that is a very routine thing. You are supposed to keep clear. You are supposed to take action. Period. That is not considered as emergency. It is not considered as immediate danger. You have various actions. You can go full astern. Why didn't you go full astern? That will be the first question which will be asked in the inquiry. Before you considered getting into the TSL, you should have given full astern. Still collision was happening, then you should have gone in. So it is not immediate danger. That means you did not exhaust all your options. That's the point which is going to be this thing. So for collision avoidance, what simple language, what I'm trying to tell you is you cannot enter into TSL or the inshore zone. Is that okay? So when exactly is immediate danger? That's the next question. So immediate danger will be when you have some situation such as man overboard. This is immediate danger. Or you have main engine failure. Now you are in immediate danger. Or rudder failure. Or any other problem. This is your definition of immediate danger. This is a definition of emergency. Or if you have a fire on board, these are emergencies. Your emergencies, then you can enter into the TSL, the inshore zone, or the separation zone. Now you can do. And now you can drop your anchor there. Do you copy this? The difference? Collision avoidance is not an emergency. नहीं अगर collision avoidance emergency होने लग गई तो रोज ही होगी आपकी emergency तो because collision avoidance तो बड़ा common है सिंगापुर में हांगकांग में in any of the straits. ठीक है? All right?
Yes, sir.
Clear है? बिल्कुल. Rule number 9 and 10 because बहुत failing questions आते हैं इसमें. All right, let's stop today. I'll see you next week. Okay? Chalo, see you. Bye.